how do we really incorporate self-care and rest into our lives? What a great question we're going to talk about today. I am Brenda Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor, and I came up with these 10 principles that I like to call my Live Lavishly Manifesto. If you don't have the Live Lavishly Manifesto, you can get it by going to my website at brendaflorida.com. And what is central to the manifesto is that we are people, those of us who like to live lavishly, who want it all, right? And we're not afraid to say so. So we want a big life, and we want to do the things we feel called to do, and travel if that's what we want to do, or heck, you can live off the grid without electricity if that's what you really want to do. That would be living lavishly for you. But it's just about really living the biggest, best life that any of us can live. And so as I wrote the manifesto, I created these 10 things that to me are sort of the building blocks to how do I really live a lavish life. And I got to this concept in my own mind of self-care and rest, because we have become a culture that is so used to moving fast, 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 and really glorifies working very long hours. And then if we're not working, we're involved in things with our kids or things in the community, and or we're out working out at the gym or involved in sports or whatever. And all of those things are great. There's nothing wrong, of course, with any of that. But we get into these lifestyles where we're just going, going, going. And it's almost as if it's become noble to not take care of yourself and to not take the time to really rest and even, get a good night's sleep, or plan time in your schedule that's just downtime. It's almost like that's, a shameful thing anymore, that, you took an hour out of your day today to rest, whether that meant sitting on a park bench or taking a nap. It's not the kind of thing that in our culture here in the United States and plenty of other places around the world is really valued. Then we can see other cultures around the world where it is, where things move at a much slower pace, and people sort of allow themselves to stop and smell the roses and get the rest they need. And so for me, I'll tell you my dirty little secret. I love to sleep. I love to sleep. I'm not a big napper, although sometimes I really like to nap, and I believe in the value of a good nap. But I love to get my sleep at night. So I really want a full 8 hours of sleep. And sometimes I want 9, especially if my life is very stressful or I have a lot going on and I'm particularly busy during my waking time. It'll take me 9 hours of sleeping. I don't mean just being in bed. I mean sleeping, to really recover from that. But I've learned what that feels like in my body when I really allow myself to have the rest to recover from my day. And I love the way it feels. So of course, anything that we do, and we love how it feels, whether it's exercise or eating right or whatever, it spurs us on to do more of it, right? So now I'm very protective of my evenings and my time I want to sleep, or being out of town so much that I'm not sleeping well or something. So I've gotten to the point where I, love it and value it. But I'd love to hear what that's like for you. If you have troubles allowing yourself to take the time, again, maybe it feels selfish. I have it lumped in, the rest piece lumped in with self-care. We already talked in another video about loving ourselves and how important it is to love ourselves before we can love others. This is almost an extension of that, where caring for ourselves, I guess here I'm thinking a little bit about the body, right? Am I eating right? Am I getting the movement, exercise that I need? Am I sleeping? Am I doing those things to really care for myself? Because I think the only way we really live lavishly is to take care of ourselves, and that includes rest. So let me know what you're doing in the comments below to take care of yourself and get the rest you need. Or if this is an area that you really struggle with as well, share that with us, and we'll all learn from each other. So thanks for joining me, and let's live lavishly.